Chef Greg from the Eagles Mirror Inn, and today we're going to do a dish, the saffron scallops that we do here at the Eagles Mirror Inn. And this is how we're going to start. First thing we're going to do is we're going to start making a smoked tomato butter, and what we'd like to do with that is we take some local tomatoes and we smoke them mesquite wood for about a half an hour, and then we'll bring those inside and then we will emulsify them with a little bit of apple cider vinegar, some salt and pepper, and some butter as well. So that's a nice creamy sauce. And we're going to set that aside and reheat right before plate up. Next thing we're going to do is make our risotto. Risotto is one of those things that does take quite a while, so that's something that we start ahead of time. And to do so, we're going to take some shallots and a little bit of seafood stock. We're going to sweat those down, and then we're going to add our arborio rice. Once we start adding our rice, we're going to continually stir for probably about a half an hour, and we're going to add about a half a cup of seafood stock as needed. So we add the seafood stock to the rice, and we're going to stir continuously until that liquid is dissolved and absorbed by the rice. And then we're going to repeat the process as needed until the rice has become al dente, to where it's just a little bit bony on the inside, but we have a nice creamy risotto that the scallops will be able to sit on nicely. And towards the end of the risotto being finished, that's when we're going to add our saffron. Our saffron is going to bloom, and as it blooms, it's going to give the risotto a nice yellow hue and a nice earthy tone for flavor. The scallops that we use are a fresh, dry U10 sea scallop, which means they're coming right from the ocean, no pumps, no fillers, and they're going to be dried very well before we put them into our pan, and we're also going to give them a little salt and pepper as well. Before we place the scallops in the pan, we're going to make sure that our pan is very hot with a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of the pan, to the point where the olive oil just starts to smoke. Once that happens, we're going to add the scallops to the pan, and we're going to let them sit untouched for about 2 minutes. And we'll be able to see a nice brown crust and caramelization on the scallop. We're going to flip the scallop over. We're going to continue to cook for another 2 minutes. Okay, we have everything ready for plate up. So at this point, we're going to start by taking a fresh beet puree that we make here. Real simple, just fresh beets, and then the puree down, and then we're going to put that down on the plate. I like to do a little circle pattern with it. And then after that, we're going to take our risotto down on the plate, right in the center, followed by our fresh dry scallops right over the top. And then we're going to place a little bit of our smoked tomato butter directly over the scallops. And then I like to finish garnish. In this case, we're going to be using a fresh local microgreen right over the top. And then also finished by some balsamic vinegar spears, which we do up here as well. And that's the dish. I hope you guys enjoy it. That's one of the many things we like to do here at the inn. We have a very changing menu. We use the local items as much as possible. Thanks for checking us out. Hey again, this is Chef Greg from the Eagles Mirror Inn. Thought we'd share with you one more seasonal dish that we like to use here at the inn, and this is our huli huli duck. This is a nice little popular dish we like to run here in the springtime, and it's a very simple dish. So what we have here is a little marinade, and this marinade just consisting of a little bit of brown sugar, some soy sauce, a little water, a little oil, and a little touch of honey as well. Okay, and then we also take a little bit of crushed pineapple and puree that all together. And that gives us a nice little marinade, and it's also the basis for the sauce that we're also going to use for over the top. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take our nice little duck breast here. And this is a Maple Leaf Farm duck breast that we like to use. And it's already been boned out. And all we're going to do is just going to score the skin just to where we can clear the fat, but not into the meat itself. And then I'll turn it one more time, and we'll repeat the process. And this will allow the marinade to actually penetrate down into the duck meat, as well as reduce the risk of the duck breast kind of curling up as the fat cooks. So once we score that skin and fat, we're going to go ahead and lay that in our marinade, and we're going to give that a good little drenching. As that sits and marinates for just a few minutes, we're going to work on getting our pan nice and hot once again. Add just a touch of oil, and we're going to allow it to heat up. Once our pan's heated up nice and hot, we're going to go ahead and add our duck breast to the pan. And we're looking for a nice sear on the skin. And once that happens, it'll be nice caramelization. We're going to flip it over and sear the bottom as well. And then after that, we're going to finish it directly into a nice 400-degree oven. When we place the duck breast in the pan, we're going to work the skin side down first. We're going to allow the skin to have a nice caramelization sear on it. In the meantime, we're going to allow a pan right here to get hot for our pineapple. It will not take very long for the duck breast to have a nice sear. Flip. At this point, we're going to take the duck breast, pan and all, right into our convection oven. That'll be in there for about 8 minutes. So while our duck breast is in the oven cooking, we're going to go ahead and finish off the rest of the dish with this nice hot pan here. All we're going to do is just add a little bit of olive oil. And I have here some fresh cut pineapple. We're just going to add these directly to the pan. For a little nice color on the pineapple, caramelize some of the sugars, and that'll make a nice little crispy outside of the pineapple and still give us a nice juicy tender center. Color on the pineapple. We're just going to go ahead and shut that off. We're going to set that to the side later for service. Okay, so after about 8 minutes with our duck breasts in our oven, we're going to go ahead and take them out. We're going to allow the duck to rest just for a minute or two on the board, and that'll help the juices kind of release and let the meat relax, and it'll be a lot easier to cut as well as chew. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and start with our plate. A little bit of balsamic reduction. Full spring mixed down as well. Add our seared pineapple. slice of duck breast. Okay, we're gonna start with the duck breast on its side facing us. And we're gonna start right at the end. As many slices as we can. To add a little pickled red onion to the dish. And we're going to finish the duck with a little bit of the huli sauce. As well as some microgreens. There you have our huli duck breasts. Hey, welcome back. This is Chef Greg once again. I'd just like to say thank you for watching, and I would really hope you guys like to come and check us out here at the inn. We have a lot of exciting things happening here this summer. So please check us out on our website. Come visit us, give us a call, and we hope to see you soon.